I will tell you, just as a broader political matter, I do think the American people are giving this administration pretty wide latitude to shrink the size of the federal government, and doing so with probationary employees, meaning they haven't been there that long at all, strikes me as one good way to go about it, even if you occasionally trip into some mistake, like perhaps, I'm not saying they did, but perhaps they did on this particular agency.
There's plenty of places to trim the fat in government, and I would certainly start with, maybe the $8 billion that Elon Musk gets from contracts with the federal government.
Well, number one, if I could just go back to something Naira said, before you start cutting all of Elon Musk's ties to the federal government, understand that we've asked him to rescue our 2 astronauts in outer space. So maybe don't take a meat axe to Elon's engagement with the feds until we get our astronauts home. Number one. Number two, the reason that they're moving fast is because momentum begets momentum. Trump created tremendous political momentum for this kind of change by winning the national popular vote and a real mandate in the Electoral College. He extended the momentum by having a really good transition. And of course, his first 3+ weeks in office, he's continued that. And so momentum begets momentum. And the polling is pretty clear. The American people like what he's doing. There was some focus group reports in Axios this morning. Swing state voters in Arizona were saying, yeah, we like the idea of cutting the federal government. We like the idea of what Trump is doing, and we're willing to give him some space to do it. So the reason you move fast is because you have a mandate to move fast and because it's the fulfillment of campaign promises. I think in Washington, it's all too common to talk big during a campaign, get into office, things slow down, things get on the back burner, and then 4 years later you say, well, gosh, sorry, we never got around to that. That's obviously not what Trump and Musk are doing this time.
Right.
And I think the American people quite like a politician who's willing to keep their promises on day one instead of putting them off until, whoop, it's too late.
I like him.
They know Scott's right. You can see it in their face.
He was grilling.
Wow.
Bro, he's carrying CNN
They
on
was
his
not
back.
trying to cut him off
Man,
at all.
if I ever see Scott on the ballot, he getting the automatic.
Oh,
hey, man, that's my
I would
nigga
dead-ass
for
vote
real,
for Scott, for real.
Like, that's my nigga for real.
That's my favorite on TV,
Like,
bro.
if I see Scott or a lot
I'm
of
a people
people,
person, bro. I'm actually, but hey, no, bro. You break it down. His articulation
like Scott
is
on that
high level,
man.
bro. He makes points like
Scott top 5.
You know?
Like out of everybody for me.
so. You
Out of
okay? Who's your
everybody.
top 5
This is interesting. I like
Republican
this.
articulators?
We got
Trump.
we
No
got,
order.
Trump number
Well,
one.
I
Sure.
wouldn't put Trump number one.
Not articulate, but Vivek,
Oh, as
JD,
articulate.
Vivek is number one
Oh,
JD,
articulate.
and Scott.
to me. I said Vivek's number one.
Articulating Charlie Kirk.
I would say that
He's pretty good.
yeah, Charlie Kirk is good.
He's great, actually.
Scott Charlie
top
Kirk
5.
2, 3. Yeah.
But I'm talking about he one of my top 5 Republicans. Period.
Tucker Carlson.
Scott.
Oh yeah, me too, bro.
Yeah, he got to
Charlie,
be up there.
Tucker and Vivek.
That's him first.
Those-
Vivek, yeah.
3 right there. Yeah, for sure.
But hey, that mean articulation don't mean nothing.
It
Elon, he can't
Elon
articulate,
can't articulate
too good,
nothing.
But he the
Yeah.
smartest of them all.
But he
Yeah.
can though.
No, he cannot.
That 30-minute, what you call it? He's the analogies. Like he stutters, but
It makes sense. It takes 1 second.
it takes a second. But
No, it's hard to hear. Sorry, not
That's
rock
not
with Elon.
articulation.
once he
It
gets
is
it out,
dead ass
you know,
hard to
you know what
hear.
he meant.
You see how Scott was just doing?
Yeah, no, Scott
You know
is
what
not
he meant,
folding.
bro.
He's not folding.
I'm telling you. This is how I know God is real. Because I was literally about to go to a sleep doctor because I really struggled to sleep.
He was.
And then we actually just happened to,
Ran across Beam.
find out about Beam. And so I was okay, I'll try this first. And it has literally solved my problem. Like, I think the biggest keys here are what are the ingredients? We got the melatonin, the magnesium, and the theanine. All of those like combined, because I've heard of all these things separately, but when you combine them all, it's like you get in the bed and you feel like something's weighing you down. Like that's how you don't feel like moving. And then you wake up and
I remember you said that I felt like I sunk in the bed.
that's how I felt. Yeah, and it helps
That's
me
crazy.
relax my mind before I get to bed. So you can turn on some Cartier Family, lay down, hit the Beam, go to sleep. All right, guys. So what you want to do is go to beam.com and put in the discount code Cartier, and that's gonna get you 35% off. That's not no little discount. That is a big discount, y'all. Beam is really blessing. It's a company that has value similar to ours, and they really just want to help. So 35% off with the code Cartier.
I think we do need to delete entire agencies as opposed to leave part of them behind. Because if you leave part of them behind, it's easy. It's kind of like if leaving a weed. If you don't remove the roots of the weed, then it's easy for the weed to grow back. There's like National Endowment for Democracy, but I'm like, okay, well, how much democracy have they achieved lately? I don't know, not much. The United States has been kind of pushy in international affairs. I think we should, in general, leave other countries to their own business. And basically, America should mind its own business.
I mean, look,
See, like, I'm really trying to figure. No. I'm sorry. I wasn't even gonna pause it though. But could Kamala talk to the? I don't know who. I'm not gonna call nobody out. You know, erase the thing. Not the Arabians, whatever they was. But Kamala or your laughing black ass gonna talk to them. Shut your ass up. Why she come on here laughing, bro? It's real serious business, man.
Bro.
You don't know how much money they got, bro. That's trillions and trillions of dollars over there.
Oh, I know.
They got some money on over
Oh, I
there.
know.
In Saudi Arabia, and you gonna
They
say, I don't
got
know if
that
it is.
cheese.
I think it is Saudi Arabia. They gotta be in.
The
I don't know.
Saudis got the bread.
So what you laughing for, man? They got high level of respect for him over there. I seen this press conference. They said, man, hey man, this Elon we finna talk to, man. They turned by Elon. And your ass laughing? Ooh.
Leave other countries to their own business. And basically, America should mind its own business.
We're gonna take your amendment.
I mean, look,
a T-shirt on a Skype at a conference.
He can do it. He's the richest man in the world.
he can do it whatever he wants. But really, it's a serious question. Is he Elon Musk's special government employee, the most powerful man, maybe second to the president of the United States, or Elon Musk, the billionaire, most wealthy businessman in the world, speaking to potential investors?
He's a special employee appointed by the President of the United States who ran around the country with Donald Trump, who said, if I get elected, I'm going to let this man run crazy through the government and toss it. He says there's a lot of agencies. Yes, there's more agencies than there are years that we've been a country, most of which most Americans have no idea what they do.
Okay.
For every new law, there is 18.5 new regulations, according on average by DOJ's numbers, that are added onto the books. That lawsuit that was brought up, to me, was bananas. They said he's an agent of chaos. You know what's chaotic? A debt of $36 trillion in a treasury that has no way of accounting and rectifying their bills. That's chaos.
I want to hear
why. I don't want to pause it too much. But did the black brother, the one that said, what is he wearing? Am I tripping? I ain't gonna grind it all the way back. My brother. Did he really say? I think it was him. It wasn't her.
You weren't laughing?
No, he said. I mean, is he wearing a T-shirt during a press conference? My nigga, what do you got on?
He got a Ninja Turtle outfit on.
Like, be for real, brother.
$1 trillion in a treasury that has no way of accounting and rectifying their bills. That's chaos.
I want to hear why, but do you think that calling Elon Musk a dick is effective messaging for confronting what is a potentially irreversible transformation of the U.S. government?
Yeah, that shit was lame.
Well, he is a dick. And I think that he's also harming the American public in an enormous way. And what I think is really important and what the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight for democracy, for the future of this country. And it's important to push back on the chairperson of this committee. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene talks about having decorum, about bipartisanship. This is the person that lies more than anybody else in the entire Congress. And so if she is going to make a mockery of hearings, I want to make sure that us as Democrats are bringing that same level of energy. And of course, after those comments, we went into exactly what Elon Musk is trying to do, dismantling the Department of Labor, dismantling the Department of Education, dismantling all of our consumer protection agencies. And so it's all important, but it's also important to get the attention of the American public and call Elon Musk out for what he is, and to make people know that Marjorie Taylor Greene is not a serious legislator, and she shouldn't be treated as such.
Hating. He hating.
Man,
He's so corny.
I like Marjorie.
He's so corny. He's
She's
one of those
strong.
guys.
Remember when we met her?
Bro.
She rocked with us.
Bro, he's one of those guys, like, it's hard for him to curse, so he just thinks he's so cool when he does it.
Yeah.
He's a dick.
He thought it really meant something, though. He really thought it meant something.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get some cool points for that shit.
Like, what did Elon do that? Like, come on, man. Like, I hear more people saying that. Like, I've been talking to people about the Obama and how Obama deported more. They're like, yeah, but Trump's just dropping his nuts on the situation. I said, okay, well, you might not like how he's dropping his nuts on the situation.
Right.
But I know, because they're just mad about how he's doing. He's like, we're going to get their ass up out of here.
They want him to do it
That's
nicely.
what Trump basically saying. And Obama was basically saying, hey, guys, don't come across the border.
So
Or,
No, it was stiff.
Hold on.
Obama and Clinton were stiff on that
They're
shit.
saying, oh, he did it in a mean way.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Didn't Obama have the concentration camps? I'm tripping. Or they had them in camps?
Either way it
Not
goes.
concentration.
Hillary
Sorry for saying
Clinton
that.
and Obama.
They had them in
That's a bad way to
camps
say
to
that.
get them out of here.
They were trying to play the tough role on the immigration thing. They were trying to play it really
All
tough.
right,
So.
Trump's. I mean, you could say his delivery is a little mean sometimes, but it's not. But if you say that,
they're so soft. The left is
Elon,
so soft.
how is Elon a dick in any way? How is Elon mean in any way to call him a dick?
That's what they say.
Because he's rich.
Oh, because he's taking away their jobs and stuff.
No, because he's rich.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why they're saying he's a dick.
Because he's rich. He's a dick because he's rich.
Oh yeah, he could be saying that too.
Well, it's because they're cutting the things. They don't like that
Yeah,
he's cutting
that too. It
those.
could be on that.
Yeah, they call it dismantling.
That's why you just saying dick.
You're both aware, you have to be keenly aware
LeBron and
that the media
LeBron and Wade.
and the punditry class, not that, I think you've proven they have
Clay.
no power anymore because they threw everything they had at you and they didn't win. And that was, the New York Times, Washington Post, 3 networks, every late night comedy show, 2 cable channels. They just threw everything, lawfare, weaponization.
Sure.
And now I see they want you two to start, they want a divorce. They want you two to start hating each other. And they try, President Elon Musk, for example. You do know that they're doing that to you.
Oh, I see it all the time. They tried it, then they stopped. That wasn't. They have many different things of hatred. Actually, Elon called me. He said, they're trying to drive us apart. I said, absolutely. They said, we have breaking news. Donald Trump has ceded control of the presidency to Elon Musk. President Musk will be attending a cabinet meeting tonight at 8 o'clock. And I say, It's just so obvious. They're so bad at it. I used to think they were good at it. They're actually bad at it, because if they were good at it, I'd never be president.
Facts.
Because I think nobody in history has ever gotten more bad publicity than me. I could do the greatest things. I get 98% bad publicity. I could do, outside of you and a few of your very good friends, it's like the craziest thing. But you know what I have learned, Elon? The people are smart. They get it.
Facts.
Yeah, they do, actually.
They get it. They really see what's happening.
Yes.
You know what I thought about the other day? Remember when Elon said, I'm going to destroy the woke mind virus?
Hell yeah.
He literally doing it.
Hell yeah.
He's literally doing it. He's out for his mission.
X.
He was out for his mission, and I think he's conquering it right now. I mean, it happened.
Big facts. 8 years ago, Trump was saying he was going to destroy deep state.
Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt, who is a fan of the work Doge is doing and all the fraud it's
that's my boy
uncovering.
right there.
Governor, good to have you back on.
Right behind
Look, the Department of Education, the
Oklahoma.
Democrats' argument is like, well, Oklahoma, how could you be for this? You have 20% of your education budget funded through the DOE.
Well, first off, I'm with you. I think the American people are so excited about Elon actually focusing. And think about it. We have the richest man in the world, a brilliant mind, taking off from his company to help us look at this spending. The only people that are critical of this are people that are on the take, government bureaucrats, and we love it in Oklahoma. And I think most of Americans are applauding it. And we're doing Doge in Oklahoma as well. You're going to love this. Today, we banned pronouns from people's email, and I had 5 employees leave in protest. And I've been high-fiving everybody around the office today.
That's incredible. I absolutely. Like, if you're that upset and you're that mentally incapable of going to work, if you have pronouns in your, good riddance. Have a nice day. Sir, the Department of Homeland Security has confirmed, though, that at least 17 cybersecurity infrastructure agency employees who worked on the mis and disinformation and whatever they want to call it, they were put on administrative leave because they're not good at their job.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Listen, if the democracy, if President Trump, if the executive branch cannot look at this spending, I love what Elon said, then really we're a bureaucracy. I mean, we have a fourth leg of government that's in control. If the duly elected House, Senate, and executive branch cannot make decisions, what is this world coming to? So I applaud them. They need to be looking, and every day I get excited about what new things they're gonna find, what contracts they're canceling. We've been doging in Oklahoma since 2019. I'm committed to having fewer state employees when I leave office than when I took over in 2019. We're looking at contracts. We're using AI to help us look at all these contracts that need to be canceled.
Sir, I wish there were more like you out there. So, Governor Stitt, always a pleasure. I wish we had more time, sir.
Yeah. Don't nobody ever talk about Oklahoma again, man. And my brother working that building right behind his head, the Devitt Tower. Yeah, Oklahoma, we like that.
I didn't
you see
know.
our governor, man. And we number 1 in the West right now. Shea Gillies Alexander hitting shots.
Stop,
we
bro.
like
We're
that.
at H right now.
Y'all don't want no smoke with us, and you know
Yeah,
that.
we don't.
We're in
We
the
don't.
H. He's
Anyways,
currently in the H.
I
We're in
didn't know
Houston.
Oklahoma was one of the most Republican
He's in
cities in the United
Boys,
States. I didn't know
Oklahoma
that.
was the only state that had no blue county this election.
Yeah.
Not
I didn't know that.
one.
That's cool.
I
But
didn't
they
know
said
that.
OKC almost was blue almost.
I did not.
But close don't
No,
count.
but shout out to OKC and shout out to this guy too. But all that hype.
They was hating on us too because our education ain't high. But you know it's different out there. You know we just simple out there. You know, and they was hating on us on Twitter, and they was saying 50th in education or whatever we are and all these things. And then somebody quoted, they said #1 in the West. Yeah.
Yeah, they can hoop. 50th.
Nah, I think they're like 45th in education.
Damn.
Bad in education.
Wow. He's so funny. Dog. He's so funny.
I doubt I'll ever run. It's not me.
Bro.
I live a pretty good life, and I don't want to ruin it by getting involved in politics. But I got to tell y'all something. The Democratic Party looks so pathetic after this election. I might entertain running. I just might change my mind one day. I doubt it, but I might.
He'd be their best candidate.
Because how much would it take to beat y'all?
None.
And Trump can't run again.
I told Taj that I might. Hey, that's what you know.
He's done.
I might go help him out.
Leader, I have a question about messaging as
that
well.
bad?
I don't know if you've seen the buzz building about Stephen
can't
A.
do
Smith,
that.
the ESPN personality, and running for president. I'm wondering what you make of that and what you think it might say about how effectively Democrats are messaging at this time.
2028 is way off in the distance. House Democrats are engaged in an hour-by-hour, day-to-day, week-to-week struggle on behalf of the American people in the context of the first 100 days and beyond.
Do you think
There's a lot to like about Stephen A. Smith, including the fact that we are both diehard Knicks fans.
And black. And black.
Yeah.
Man, it's like, you know,
Come
when
on,
the
bro.
team lose them games at the beginning of the season, they start talking about the head coach getting fired, man.
Yeah. these
Right at
guys
the
suck.
beginning of the season.
Yeah, they suck. I mean, that's just what
Stephen
it is.
A. on the Democratic ticket.
Hey, no, I thought about that.
He'd be their best bet.
Kanye would be their best bet.
Nah.
Kanye
I
gonna go
would keep it
Republican.
100 as a person. Before I was in politics, if I would have heard Stephen A. Smith was running for the left, that would have intrigued me.
I don't know.
In 2019, that would have intrigued me.
He doesn't really.
Bro,
I mean,
I'd be like,
stop.
man, I rock with Stephen A. I do. I still like Stephen A. I do like Stephen A.
That's not enough.
Keep it real.
yeah, I feel like you gotta be high
That's too
level.
basic.
We don't agree though. I mean, who do they have? Tell me, name one candidate that the left has is better.
Well, either way it go, they lose. But
No,
I mean,
no, but who do they
Stephen
have?
A. Oh, I said it.
Who could beat them?
You know what I'm gonna say.
Who?
Starts with an O.
Man, Oprah got Diddy allegations. She is cooked.
Yeah, she's done. But they brought her out from at the DNC. But anyways, no, I talked to Taj about that though. I feel like it would be pretty much easy to run for them because you could just say, no, the American people's not gonna like that. They go opposite of what the American
Exactly.
people like. So that's why
Every
it'd be
time.
so easy to run for them. But then I also feel like once you get there, it's gonna be like, this might be harder
Bro.
than what I thought because
Of course
you
it's
got
gonna
no
be.
business. Or you really gotta know.
Stephen A.
some
could
shit.
do it.
Like,
Stephen A. could run for the
won't win
Democrats.
a long
They don't
time.
got
They're
nobody.
done. They have to change their name at this point.
yeah, they're cooked.
You
They're
have to be
pretty
an
cooked, but-
independent in order to beat the Republicans at this point.
Yeah, I feel like you could come in there with common sense, but then you would have to know like
The Republicans are already doing that.
some tariff shit. You would
But
have
it'd be
to
so
know some
hard
shit.
because the
It's
whole
too
party,
late.
all the people who are elite in that party don't rock with common sense.
Exactly.
So like it'd be hard for them to choose you. But the American people, you know,
Bro, this is revolutionary.
They would choose you.
This is revolutionary, bro. What's going on? The right, the common sense side, they're gonna like run it forever. Once all you people get fired, bro, this is like some shit we ain't never seen
Yep.
before,
We're
ever.
gonna see what happens, guys, because this story just begun. Really, I mean, this can get
It's gonna be a
crazier.
quick book.
Yeah, oh, it's gonna be. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Fire.
It could be. It could
Democracy.
be that. It could be that. It could be that. Let us know what y'all think in the comments, guys.